Hey everybody, we're back. We are back. For me, it's been about a week since I logged into this game. But no trouble remembering where I am this time because it's the tournament time. We are playing Maryland, the team that just beat us in the Big Ten final. Let's have another look at our schedule here. Yeah, they beat us 86-78 and stole my dream of winning the Big Ten regular season, Big Ten tournament, and the NCAA tournament. The Triple Crown. All right, so we have Anthony Jones is out for a day, but he'll be back. And, I just remembered McCamey, our big power forward, is out for the rest of the year, and I think he's a senior. Yeah, so he's done. His career is over. So it's up to these guys. We got McDaniel. He's going to pick up the slack. Price. I should probably have Simmons playing these minutes at power forward for Price. I should switch these. I don't want to put him in for just 2 minutes. So that looks a little better. What do you think? All right, my starters are all playing 32 minutes. I have Simmons playing 16. How tall is Foreman? He's 6'5", Kevin Foreman. I think I'm going to have him play some minutes at small forward. I'll give him Brian Fast's minutes. And Price. Where are we here? So Foreman. Yeah, everybody knows everything here. How is Foreman defensively? That's the question. 38, Price is 40, Fast is only 25. So that's a good choice. So here we go. Again, we're going to sim through, and if we make the final, we're going to watch that. I'll put it on fast speed like I did in the last time we made the final. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll run through all the other early week games, the play-in games, and we'll jump into the tournament. Maryland, a familiar foe from the Big Ten. They were 20-14 on the season. Should be a win, but we just lost to them in a big game. Are we going to lose 2 in a row to them? I hope not. I sure hope not. I'll give you the shot of the bracket here. Wait a second. When are we playing? Let's look at that first. So we're playing on the 16th. We are a Thursday game. I just want to know that before I go to the grid because I want to know when we're going to be playing. So Kentucky's our 1 seed. Washington's the 2. I just noticed something. I don't know if I'll be able to find them. The North Florida Osp. This has nothing to do with anything. It's just this is how my mind works. I think I discovered a mistake. Okay, so they're the North Florida Osprey, singular, but their logo says Ospreys. So which is it? That's something for me to Google, or for you to Google, whatever. It's for your own edification. Let's go Maryland, Michigan. A Big Ten matchup in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Something you've probably never seen before. I haven't seen it before. 2 conference foes battling in the first round. That's a minor thing. I'm not complaining. I love the game. Not say, hey, like my shirt. Shuttlesworth. I don't know if you can see it. I've had this shirt for a while. It almost doesn't fit me anymore. Okay, Michigan, 3 seed, Maryland, 14 seed. Here we go. Oh, the season is over. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. 5-minute video. See ya. Well, that sucks. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, you know I'm going to be dissecting that box score. Because, I mean, what the hell, right? So we led by 2 at the half, and they just came on strong. 50 points in the second half. Can I not see the... oh, here it is, the game chart. So it was a tight game most of the way. Our biggest lead was, I think, here 57-49. And then they just kind of... What's going on with Maryland? They finished like 8th in the Big Ten. They ran the table there, stole a bid, and now they knocked us out in the first round. I'm a little upset by this. I gotta say, I'm a little bit upset. Okay, I don't care about the Big Ten games. Let's look at the ranked teams, how they're all doing. Oh, it doesn't show their rank anyway. So who's going to win? Certainly not cheering for Maryland. They finished, 8th, 7th in the Big Ten. Should we look at the grid? We'll take a look at the grid. We'll keep it on our bracket. Maryland will play Clemson. The game just flashed by, but it was too fast for me to see. Cincinnati and Oklahoma in the second round. 2 ranked teams. 2 top 20 teams battling it out in the second round. That's not right. For me, that's not right. Sorry. No. Okay, Maryland again, 92-80. Well, I don't feel so bad losing to them, but something must have happened. They must have had a player that was out for the whole year that just come back or something. I mean, what is going on? What is happening here? There's the Osprey, parentheses, IS. Let's look around Buffalo region. That's us. Okay, you see that bracket? Akron as well. They took out Northern Iowa, the 5th seed, and then they took out the 4 seed Texas. Indianapolis, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pretty straightforward there. And Orlando, Iowa State. Oh, Texas Southern beat Utah in the first round. That's what opened the door for Iowa State. And then out Southwest, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go back to Buffalo. Wow. I waited a week thinking about that Maryland game and thinking about repeating as champs after UConn just did it last night. I'm on a bit of a delay. This probably will come out a week after, but I think I have 3 more videos that I've recorded. The reason I do that is because I travel for work and I'm gone 2 weeks, and I don't travel while I'm away, and I don't want 2-week gaps in between the videos, so I record a bunch in advance. So here we go, Maryland and Washington. Washington. I record a bunch in advance, that way I can release them every 3 or 4 days while I'm gone. There, Washington took care of Maryland. Let's go around here. It's 1-2, 1-2, and then there's no 2 left over here. So let's see what happens. I saw Iowa State with another win. And Iowa. Could it be an Iowa State matchup? So Iowa State over SMU. Now they play Kansas in the Salt Lake region. No, Orlando region final. Salt Lake, it's Florida and Iowa, 1 and 2. So Iowa's got 2 teams left. Purdue and Virginia at Indianapolis, and then we have Kentucky, Washington. Not a lot of upsets here. Iowa State's the lowest ranked team left as a 7. Purdue marches on. No Zach Edey here. He's done. That was his last game last night. I don't know if he'll be an NBA player. Can I have a little rant here? So this is Final Four. So we have Washington, Purdue, and now we're going to have Kansas, Iowa State, Florida, Iowa. So I think it's Iowa and Kansas is what I think I saw there. Yeah, they're out. So the Final Four. Kansas, by Kansas beating Iowa State, that eliminated the chance of an Iowa State game in the Final Four. So a little bit of a rant here. I should have a little thing that flashes up. Rant alert with a little siren. Whoop, bloop. So I'm going to go back to the game grid so I don't miss the Final Four while I'm yapping. I'm in Canada, north of the border, but we get the CBS feed up here. As with a lot of sports, we pick up on the American feed. Sometimes they use the Canadian commentators. Sometimes they just use the Canadian in-studio hosts. It's all bad. I was watching it on TSN, which is our sports network up here. And the pregame show was so terrible. Jack whatever and Leo Rounds was on in the Final Four, and then they had Sam Mitchell on the final. It's just two old coaches just telling us what each player should do and what they're doing wrong. They just drone on and on. They even talked, which game was it? One of the Final Four games. They were still yapping on the tip-off. They were cutting into the American feed, and I'm still hearing Jack, whatever his name is, talk about, oh, he needs to do this. Yeah, I just watched like 4 hours of pregame on CBS. I don't need the same stuff repeated back to me. Like, why do they do that? Just leave it the way it is. It's so boring. And then they cut back in at halftime. Yeah, Kansas is in the final. This is more important. It's more important that I get this off my chest. We're not in Kansas and Purdue. That's the final. Here we go. I'm not watching this one. So Kansas is the champ. 34-7 final record. Why don't we have a look around and see the history? Who's won what? No, that's not what I want. I want the history. Then they do it again at halftime. I'm sure CBS has got this great halftime College Game Day. They're on site. The fans all going crazy in the background, and we're sitting here like this. Yeah, so Zach Edey, he needs to hit the ball, or hit the ball. It's not basketball, not baseball, but you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, you're stating the obvious that we already know. Just let us watch the good feed. So if you're south of the border, you're lucky. Sports-wise, you're very lucky. That's all I'm going to say about the differences between the two countries. You're very lucky that you don't have to deal with this kind of stuff. Team record. Okay. NCAA championships. This goes back. This includes the actual history. This is what I want. Champions. No data. What do you mean no data? Why no data? Here we go. Okay, so in this save, it's been Kansas, Michigan State, and then us, Michigan, and then Kansas again. So Kansas has won twice, and the other two have gone to the state of Michigan. And we'll head forward a little bit to the awards. Now, we finished the season 11th ranked. I don't know if that will translate into any awards here, but we didn't get any the year before. I rotate a lot, so I don't usually have a standout player. I didn't have anybody win the All-American Awards. Where's the Big Ten? There you are. There we go. Anthony Jones. I hope he doesn't leave. I hope he does not leave. 12 points, 6.7 rebounds, couple assists, steal and a half per game. Second team All-American. Second team All-Conference. Bobby D, first team All-Conference, 20 points a game, 2.5 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 2 steals. And he didn't start most of the year. Don't forget. And second team we did that already. And the final award, Steve Prom wins Coach of the Year. Come on, man. Yeah, 31-6, I guess. Okay. Grease Henriksen from Michigan State swept Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year. Let's just move on. Let's put that behind us. At least we didn't lose to a 16 seed. We lost to a 14. I'm probably getting roasted in the press right now. If this was real, I wouldn't want to show my face. Whoa, they've offered me a contract extension. Okay. So we failed to win the national championship. What kind of goal is that? I give you 1 and you want like 5. Come on. Give me a realistic goal. Win the conference tournament. Not the conference regular season, which I accomplished. No, you wanted the tournament. Win 20 games. We got that. No academic ineligibility. And we failed to raise the prestige. We fell from 85 to 80, but we were 77 the year before. So we're still up 3 on the prestige. there's a whole thing about the prestige and the historical prestige. Basically, it's a lot easier to raise your prestige if you've already been up there, and it takes a long, slow process to raise the prestige of a low prestige team that's never been anything. So, trying to think of low prestige teams that are historically good. You can figure it out. I'm bringing water today. I have a little bit of a screen here. That's why I keep an eye on the little highlight package. DeAndre Isles, we got him. I didn't even see, honestly, where he accepted, but we got him. He's signed. Let's have a look at the recruit ranks. We only had 2. Oh, we got 3. All 4 stars, 84, 38, 62. I like the 62 to 84 there. I like the 50 to 75 range because I'm pretty confident they're going to stay the 4 years. Devin Howard, big point guard. I think he might be 1 year only, but we're going to have a good roster coming back for sure. Barring transfers. Hopefully we don't get any transfers. I don't think we need any coaches, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. I like to sign my coaches for long-term deals so I don't have to deal with the coach hiring. And I did all that last year, so we're good for a few years, I think, as far as the coaches go. So I gotta say, I just posted the video of the national championship victory online. Fucking awesome. I got music in the background. It makes a big difference. I should have done that from the beginning. A little bit of in the background there. It's nice. I'm not a professional YouTuber here. I don't really. If I was doing this as a job or was trying to do this as a job, I'm sure the production value would be through the roof. But it's just me sitting here. I don't edit. I don't. Well, I'm editing a little bit now. I put the music in there and a little photo montage when we won. Year-end task. So here's where we find out who's going to transfer. Who's thinking of transferring? Is it? I don't know. I thought that's where. Oh, here we go. Larry Price, Brian Fast, and Leon Drakeford are all thinking about transferring. But I think I'm okay with all those. None of those I am planning on starting. But I still don't want them to leave because I hate the transfer portal. So let's see. Larry Price is happy. 100%. So why do you want to transfer? Brian Fast is pretty happy enough. I'm not going to chance it by making it worse. And Leon Drakeford, I redshirted him, but you're going to play this year, so please don't transfer. He's happy too. Everybody's happy, so don't transfer. As it is, they're all 50% chance. There must be a third metric that's not showing because it's not just happiness, because they're all happy and yet they want to transfer. I don't know if it's random or how that works, but hopefully they don't transfer. My budget request. Another year goes by. Where is that even? I don't even know where I would make that request. Anyway, it used to be you couldn't advance until you answered, but now that's not the case. So I'm missing it, and I've missed it every season I've played on 24. And I've probably altogether played, and I play this a lot. I don't know if I want to say this, but I've probably played about 25 to 30 seasons. Now, sometimes I sim it and I uncheck the boxes so that the sim doesn't stop, and then I'll go do something else. I'll come back I like to do the recruiting. I like to practice the recruiting in different scenarios. And that's a good way to test your tactics. The way I've come up with not only this tactic, but the two that I'm using in the CBGM is I'll just run a tactic, I'll do the recruiting, and I'll sim the season, do the recruiting, sim the season. and just see how that tactic plays out over 5-10 years with different players and try to build around that set. And so I've done a lot of seasons to come up with what I play, what I run. This one here I'm running is not the best one, but it is a successful one. I won the NCAA with it. I don't know if it would work against user control teams. That's the only thing. User control, I'm starting to tweak a little bit more. CBGM, it's not going well so far. I got to be honest. Oregon, I started out preseason number 7. I'm 5-5. A lot of that is because I have a lot of freshmen, and I'm playing a new set, and I'm just powering through it. I should be. Normally, I would play the set that they know and then gradually switch it over, but they don't. Everything's low, so I might as well just play the low set that I want to run. Everything's low with these players, so they came in as freshmen. I got a lot of freshmen on that team as well. So we have the 30th best recruiting class. Let's look at how those freshmen came in. This is always a big moment of truth. Devon Howard, yeah, he's a top 50 player. He came in at 4-star. No surprise there. Good defense. All of my point guards, all of my guards really. I only have 4 of them, but they're all good defensively and they're all good players. How tall are they now? A little on the short side. So they'll be playing strictly guard, but that's okay. I have Anthony Jones. He's come back for another year. Let's look at his stats over the 2 years I've had him. Yeah, so he's 733 career points. He's averaging just over double digits. Rebounds. He might be up there for career rebounds by the time he's done. Where are they? Oh, they split it up, offensive and defensive. Anyway, this could be a real good year for him. My top score should be him and Dearborn. So power forward, Rada. Good thing he didn't transfer because now he's right up there with DeAndre Isles, who came in as a junior. Defensively, Rada's got him. So he'll be getting some minutes. I like to see that. And then I have 3 big centers. 2 of them are seniors. I got to keep Drakeford happy. He almost transferred out. Oh, he might still, actually. I haven't passed that part yet. But if he does, I don't know that I will replace him with a center right away. I might go maybe power forward. No, I don't know. I'm pretty set everywhere. So maybe I'll just take the best available, or maybe nobody. I really don't like spending money in the portal. All right. When are we going? Oh, the budget. Oh, we have a huge budget, bro. Huge. I'm going to need a lot of transfers this year, I think. Let me count them up. So a shooting guard. Oh, and 2 centers. Not a lot. I'm not going to do what I did last year and spend all my money on the budget. I spent Look, you can see I spent $140,000 last year. Or no, I spent more than that. But still, $100,000 is too much. So I'm going to drop it down to. I'll spend an extra 10 on training and an extra 10 on wellness. So that drops it down to $80,000 for recruiting and transfer portal and summer camps. We do have Howard, who I'm expecting to only be here for a year, so you can add that scholarship as well. If he leaves for the draft, I'll have to replace him. But I can't really replace him until he goes, so I'll only have the 3. But I have to keep that in mind that I may need an extra guard because I don't want to replace him in the transfer portal. I'd rather replace maybe a backup or something. All right, let's find out who left. Oh, we had a big... Oh, Rada. I didn't even see that coming. Drakeford is gone. Larry Price. Oh, man. So Rada, I think, was a big loss. Drakeford, I can deal with. I got 2 centers. But now I only have the 1 power forward, which I could just rotate my centers there. Small forward, I'm good. So I have a decent starter at every position. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just go for the best 3 players I can in the portal without dropping too low financially. I want to keep a lot of money for scholarships, and maybe I'll even go senior so I can get a whole fresh crop of freshmen coming in. All right, let's see who I've got scouted already. Oh, we've got quite a few Bs here. I might just go right off the bat offering these guys. So the reason why we know these players is either we've played against them, we've previously scouted them, or they're players from our team. So, you can see Rada here. He's one of the Bs, a power forward. Kevin Levy. Who's interested in us, first of all? Blake. Okay, I'll scout him. He's got us in his top 10. He's from Xavier, which is in Cincinnati. Just learn that. Rada's got good defense. Is it possible to bring him back? He's the best defensive player right now in the portal. Would he come back? Do I want him back? No, let's go Levi. I'm going to say Levi. Out of Maryland. The team that he's going to come in laughing. I know he's going to laugh at all my guys after what they did to us last year. But hey, he can't laugh too hard if he comes, right? Got another shooting guard here. He can't post up. His defense is kind of low. I'm going to pass on him. The other Bs are all centers. Oh, Drakeford. Why are all the best players in the portal players that left my team? It's not fair. Well, look at this guy. This guy. I'm going to go Cole because he's a senior. I'm pretty set on my roster right now, so I'm going to take 3 seniors and not spend a lot of money in the portal. Who's the best? I don't want to even scout new players. I just want this done. Not a whole lot of seniors out here. I'm going to try to get Rada back. Let's try it. Does the slowness of the button clicking bother you as much as it does me? I know I didn't scout anybody. I just want to save my money. I really dislike this transfer portal. It's so expensive, and a player can have you as their number 1, and you give them the moon. You click everything, scout them, media kit, gauge interest, campaign, and they don't accept for like 2 rounds. So it's just sucking money out. Just sucking the money out. So I got 2 emails, which means nobody accepted. I didn't expect them to. None of them had me in their top 5. I think it's a 2-step process. You got to get them to be interested, and then they'll accept. But it doesn't cost anything to send them a scholarship offer. So, hey, Rada's got us in his top 5. We're his top choice. I guess he didn't like what he saw out there. Well, I don't want him and Levy. So Levy's got us at his top choice. Maybe I'll leave Rada hanging there. I just wanted to see if you would come. But you turned your back on us. So you can leave. So I got 2 seniors here. I don't think I'm going to get another B-type player. Let's go McLean and have a look. Out of Providence, his defense is horrendous. I don't think he's going to play anyway. But he is a body. He is a body. I'm not even going to spend money on him. I'm just going to offer. I think I got to, actually. There. This is just to get a guy. I would go without even offering a scholarship if it goes too many rounds, but he's a senior, so you don't lose anything. You can immediately use that scholarship in the next recruiting cycle anyway, so it's the same. If you get him or not, it's the same. You still have the scholarship available. So if he was a junior, I would never be bringing him aboard, but I should have actually checked if he's a good guy. If he's just going to be sitting on the bench, I want someone who is going to be at least a positive influence on the bench. So Kerwin Levy, I'm going to have trouble with that. Levy, I'm going to say Levy. Kerwin Levy, like Eugene Levy. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Kerwin Levy is aboard. He's a senior center. Sorry, power forward. Wow, he's pretty good, actually. He might get some minutes. And you know what? He's a good guy to have for injuries. Cover for injuries. So, yeah, I didn't think of that, actually. I should actually get some quality players in. I don't want to bring Rada back because he's just going to want to transfer out at the end of next year. Cole. He's out of Rutgers. I'm just going to offer him the scholarship without spending any money because he's already got us in his top whatever. So, and then Reed, he's got 2 years left of eligibility. His numbers are decent. So I'm going to try to get him. Hopefully he doesn't accept anything before we've piqued his interest. We're still at $69,000, so we have lots of money. Lots of money. I think I've reached the point where I've got a pretty good understanding of how this transfer portal works. I just don't want to dive too deep into it. Hey, we got to Robert Cole and Stan Reed have come aboard. So Cole is another center, another senior center. So we have 4 bigs up front, 5 actually. So we have plenty of depth up front. That's bad news for Brian Fast. I don't think you're going to get any minutes. Sorry. And then Anthony Jones at. So our front court is really stacked, and Reed is. Wow, I brought him in as just a guy, but he's a 4-star guy. Plays pretty good D. Very athletic. Yeah, pretty high IQ. He's going to learn the offense pretty quickly. Derek Boone. I think he might be redshirting. We got a lot of players up front. Okay, so we still have one more scholarship. This team is stacked. If I don't win it all this time, preseason number 6, by the way. Let's go. I don't need anything else. Small forward, I'm pretty light on. And I don't have any tall enough guards that I could put there. I do like playing 3 guards. So let's do this. Let's go guards only. It's so slow, I know. I know. And I'm not going through the video to click on and edit all that out. So I got them all here by height. I got tons of money, so I'm just going to spray scouting reports everywhere. Half these guys would never make my cut, but I don't really want to go through them all right now. I'm seeing some good teams on their list. That doesn't necessarily mean they're good enough to play on those teams, but I mean, if a guy has Oregon and Louisville on their short list, then he must have some talent. This guy's got Kentucky and Texas Arlington. Two completely different levels of team. Gungor Durson. Please let him be good. I'd love to sign Gungor. I just like saying it. Gungor Durson. So we're in good shape here. This is the highest I've ever been ranked preseason. Number six. So we don't have any of those. Well, I didn't offer any of those players, so there's no surprise none of them accepted. Now let's see where they... Half of them might be gone. Let's see if we got any. Oh, we got a B here. Willie Williamson from Little Rock. How's your defense, Willie Williamson? 31. I can handle that. He's got a good handle of the ball, too. 6'6" point guard. Yeah, let's go. And at the very least... Oh, why can I not offer? Did I get a walk-on? Yeah, I must have got... Somebody just walked in. He was here before, though. Or did I finish? Oh my God, are you kidding me? I got all my... I just wasted all that money for nothing. And I'd like to have Willie Williamson, actually. Instead of like one of the bigs I got. Okay, so we're good there. This is going to be a while because it's got to skip all the transfer sessions. This is where I should have done my rant about the Canadian feed on the game. What are my thoughts on the tournament? Well, I'm glad you asked. It ended last night. It was okay. There was such a big separation between the best teams and the others. UConn just dominated everybody. It wasn't a close game at all. Although Alabama, they had them tied at 64-64. I mean, I don't know. It was an okay tournament. There's been better ones. I'm not actually a fan of Cinderella teams. I know it's all exciting, and that's the whole point of March Madness. And I loved watching NC State make their run. But once they made it to the Final Four, it's kind of like, well, now you know that's not going to be a good game. I much rather would have had Houston in there or something. Houston kind of got unlucky. Their best player got injured a few minutes into their game against Duke, and then they went down. But I had a lot of money on Houston, all cards on the table. But listen, I had money on UConn, so I won pretty good. And I just put it, not all of it, but I just put it all on Michigan. No, a good chunk of it. I'm not talking big amounts here. I put $200 on Michigan to win next year, because you never know who Dusty May's going to bring in. And if they did, it's close to $10,000 on a $200 bet. So, I mean, it's worth it, right? I also bet on Arkansas because I heard rumors that Calipari was going there, and then it's official now. He's gone to Arkansas. I bet on Oregon. And then there was one other team I bet on. Anyway, we're back. Summer travel time. Let me get rid of all these transfer emails. No, I don't want to skip the summer. Why would anyone want to skip the summer? Hopefully the AI wants me to go to every camp. No, there's a few that they don't want me to go to, but guess what? I'm going to them anyway. We're a national power now. We should be at all the camps. People from east to west should be interested in us. We're no longer recruiting regional. We're going to go worldwide. Worldwide. We're going to Europe as well. South America, China. We got the money to do it. But holy, does that run your budget down when you're trying to chase somebody who's in Croatia and you're hosting them, and then you're scouting live, then you're visiting them. Whoa, you're talking big bucks. Big bucks. Pro draft. Michigan State had a player drafted. I don't think I lost anybody last year that was draft worthy. No, nobody. So we're on to recruiting. And like I said, I got a lot of scholarships now because I got those seniors in the transfer portal, which gives me instant scholarships to use. So I got 2 more seasons from Bobby Dearborn. Thank you for that. So Willis is gone. I don't need any guards to replace him either. Small forward, I'm good. Power forward, we're losing Levy, but we got Isles for another 2 seasons. And we're losing all 3 centers. So I would need to get... I'll go for 3 big men, and then I'll take the best available. I do not need a small forward. We are stacked at small forward. We have 2 really good ones. Brian Fast, I am so sorry. I redshirted you with the promise of you playing. I didn't try to talk you out of transferring, though. I kind of winked at you like maybe you should go, but you are not going to see the floor at all. So I need 3 bigs, and then I'll take the best available that's not a small forward. We are in the Midwest. I'll start here, I guess. You know what? He's so small. I'm going to take him off the list. I don't care that he's the best rated. I'm going to be very picky about who I add. Wait a second. I'm like, why are these all power forwards and centers? Because I had it. Oh, you know I'm taking you, even though you're from Indiana and you don't have any interest. You know I'm taking you. There's an Ohio guy I've got on there. Yeah, I'm being very picky. What am I doing here? I'm looking for height. And I want to skip all the small forwards. I don't need one. Power forward, I'm going like 6'9" or higher. Or taller, actually. Centers, 6'10" or taller. And guards, I like them to be 6'3" or taller. So at this stage, that's all I'm doing. We're down to the 3 stars. I think that's as low as I want to go there. I've only got 7 players on the list. I've skipped a lot of players, and I have 5 scholarships to give out. It's not a good ratio. So we're going to go nationwide here and see if there's anybody that piques my interest. It's a small forward, but he's pretty tall. I can play him. Look at this, a 6'8" shooting guard, Paul Bullock from Kansas, though. You know Kansas is going to come after him hard. So I'm going to have my A game there because I do want that guy. Knowing nothing about him other than the fact that he's 6'8", I want him. Okay, now we're starting to get some guys here. Sorry if this part is boring, but it should be the most interesting part of the video if you're really interested in this game. The recruiting part is, for me, I love it. I love it. I'm going to go all the way down to the top 200 on here. And yeah, I'm trying to skip all the small forwards and the shorter players. Just as a kind of an experiment. I do like the taller guards. I'm like Dusty May that way. He likes the tall guards as well. Where are we? We're only at 80. So our list is getting pretty big. Yeah, I just want to try something different. I know at this point, I know what works against the AI. I've already won. I want to try some different things here. When I'm playing a game, I like to see if I can discover something that is a little known trick. And I don't like to go online and read forums and stuff like that. For me, that kind of ruins the game. I like hunting for little tricks and stuff myself and finding it myself. And you should too. Like, why would you buy a game that you're so excited about and then immediately go online and someone gives you the formula to be the best at the game right away? What fun is that? Do you want to have fun playing the game, or do you want to be like a robot just following the instructions? And I'm sure somewhere out there there's a formula, like run this tactic, get these type of players. Yeah, but I mean, is that what you want? You want to play somebody else's style? That's kind of why I was hiding my tactic at first, but hey, if you want to do it, go ahead. But it's much more fun to develop your own style. And that's what I like to do. So we've got 50. We're going to go to the call list here, the watch list. And I'm going to start hosting. I'm going to start down here, actually. Those top guys, I want to see some film on them before I waste any resources. All right. So I've got a more streamlined recruiting process now. I'm not going to go through each camp and eliminate guys. I'm going to do it at the end of the month. So at the end of July, when all the camps are done, I'm going to go through my list, pare it down, guys that didn't have a good showing at camp, stuff like that. I'm going to pare it down, and then I'm going to go back in all the top 5 guys. I'm going to add them back. Or not back, but add them for the first time. Let's have a look at the ratings here. Yeah, these guys are okay at the top here. Andy Block, I'm going to take you off the list because you don't have an outside shot. And if you're going to play small forward at Michigan, you need an outside shot. I'll host Ben Orsi his interest level. And then I'll continue my hosting tour. So I'll scout, I'm definitely scouting Paul Bullock. I'll scout all these guys. Then I'll go back and watch more film. One second. Sorry. I just had a... Whoa. Can you hear that? Oreos with Pop Rocks in them. I don't know how they come up with stuff like that, but I can feel it popping in my mouth. I thought I was just grabbing an Oreo, but it's weird. I'm not going to check my camp emails. I'm going to power through this as I said I was going to. We'll power through the month of July. I'll do my hosting. I'll be doing my reaching out to players and whatnot. I'll tell you one thing that's a red flag for me right off the bat. Just give me a minute here. I'm going to go back to Paul Bullock and watch him again. I like Courtney Floyd, but I don't like his C- handle for a point guard. There's a big here. Tell you what's a red flag for me. When I've hosted a player and they're still cool. So Victor Balls, he's from Indiana. He doesn't always got Purdue. So we're 5th on his list. We'll keep him. We'll keep him there for now. I just don't like that. Jeff Cabry, we're 4th on his list. He's only visited 4 schools, though. And one of them is us. He is from Las Vegas, so it could be that they had no interest, like Scott Howard here, and then the visit actually bumped him up to cool, which is, it's cool with me. Now look at this. This is, you can tell, I went through the watching film in order, and now they're not in order. So that tells me that these guys have dropped in the rankings. Let's have a look. Marcus Kellogg. Oh, he's actually gone up 1,700. But that was probably from before I watched the film. But in the last few days, he's actually gone down. Wow, Tavoris Dickens must have really dropped. He's on a whole other page. And look at these guys. Holy. So this rating list is live. Going all over the place. I don't have any more tasks to do. The tasks, if you're wondering, they reset on Sunday, Monday. So Saturday hour, I already know I have nothing to do. It's stopping because of the camps, and I'm not looking at the camp data until the end of the month, just to speed things up. What I did before was every camp, I would go through all the players and see who I want to keep, see who I want to add. I'm not doing that anymore. So July 17th, for some reason, July 17th is always a Sunday, no matter what year. I've noticed, and it does make it easier because you can kind of memorize the dates and stuff. So when it's July 17th, your film watching resets, but your hosting and scouting doesn't reset until the next day. So I'm going to, just to save time, do everything at once. I'm going to advance it one day. Oh my God, that went 8 days. That's why that happens. Okay. All right, we'll start hosting some more guys down here. Where's my top Michigan guy? He's all the way down here. Tom Reynolds, 64. I got to get to him. I haven't hosted him yet. Where are my top guys that I like? Paul Bullock. I'm going to go back to you and scout you live again. I think I like Chad Murphy and Bill Fisher. I like better passing out of my center. So maybe I'll come down here. Yeah, Raheem Dahl. His passing is B-, and he's 7'3". Gotta like the 7'3"-ness of him. He's no Zach Edey, but I don't know if I would want a Zach Edey on my team. It changes the whole makeup of the team. For me this year and last year, when I think of Purdue, I just think of Zach Edey and a bunch of guys running around. If I was one of those other guys, I'd kind of feel disrespected, and rightly so. All the attention is going on the one guy. I'm going to watch some more film. I'm going to watch Paul Bullock. I'm going to watch my top guys, and then, yeah. So anybody with a defensive rating of like D like that, I'm going to just save my time and take them off the list. I'm not bringing any guys aboard that have bad defense. And this guy's from Nigeria. I'm saving myself time and money there. He's a C-. If you're a C, see you later. Just defensively, that's all. Tom Reynolds. That's my Michigan guy. I'm going to keep him just because he's from Michigan. And we'll skip ahead. We've got a few more days. I think the East Coast Jam is the last camp to go, and that's on the 31st. One more scoot ahead, and then we'll dive into all the data from July. It's going to be a lot. So we have 42 players left on the list. I want to get that right down. We got a guy who's hot, Ben Orr, MVP of the Indy Elite. Wow, and he's hot on us. But look, he's hot on everybody. He's a bit of a hooer, Ben Orr. All right. We're going to go through everybody. Henry Cullen. He's got us on his list, so we'll keep him there. Watch a little bit of film. We'll just text him to say what's up. He's got offers from Gonzaga and UCLA. Eric Patton, we're pretty far down on his list as well, and he's got offers from Connecticut and NC State. I don't know that we're going to be in with a shot, so I'm going to get rid of him. He's an East Coast boy. Here's Ben Hoover, the Hooer. We're not even in his top 10, but he's hot on us, so I will keep him. Jeff Kadri is a power forward. He's 6'9". We're low on his list as well. Chad Murphy, we're 5th on his list. 6'5" point guard. Good numbers all around. High assists and high rebounds per game. I think he's a stud. Top 10 at Memphis. Surprising. Maybe he's overrated. He was only decent at Indy. I don't know if I like that. My scout is... I don't think he's doing me any favors there. I'm going to get rid of him. Paul Bullock. We're way down on his list. Way down. He was top 5 at Indy, though. And he's my 6'5" guy. I'm going to keep him. And I'm going to try to get higher on his list. Scott Howard. Same thing. We're kind of low on his list. How'd he do at the camps? Top 5 at the Big Apple. Decent at Indy. We'll keep him. We'll keep him in the trash. I'm not keeping him. Victor Ballas. Ohio State has offered him a scholarship. He's not hot on anybody. He doesn't even have us on his list. Decent at Indy. Didn't go to any other camps. We'll keep him around. Josh Stanton. We're not on his list. He's not on our list. Oliver Flores. I used to have a contractor that came to my parents' house named Sam Floor. And he worked on our floor, actually. I'm going to keep him. I like him. Courtney Floyd, point guard. We're not on his list. Jari Pikkonen. He's cool on everybody. I think he'd be pretty easy to win over. We have a lot of money, so let's host him. And we're going to see how that goes. We'll keep him around for now. It's always iffy with those international players. Mike English, big center out of Batesville, Arkansas. Doesn't have us on his list at all. We haven't hosted him, though. Is he worth it? He's a big rebounder, big inside scorer. We'll host him and see how that goes. Isaac Yeagle. No, we'll get rid of him. Chris Carberry. He doesn't have us on his list at all. 6'10" out of Arizona. Doesn't have any offers. What do I do here? His passing is terrible. Free throws are terrible. You're terrible. Get out of here. Clifford Stevenson from Minnesota. He's got an offer from Minnesota already. He's a center. He doesn't rebound that great. I love rebounds in general, but from my center, you better be a good rebounder. Clemens Kazamoulis from Greece. Not a good rebounder, but he is a point guard. A+ passer. I guess we can keep him around. I don't want to host him because he's from Greece. It's expensive. Todd Wright. Is he right? He's from Kansas. Good rebounder. Oh, he's gonna look at his outside shot for center. That's really good. Let's go after him. Eaton Crane. After this round, I'm going to end the video, and then we'll do the second half of recruiting in the next one because we're getting up to an hour here. Ethan Crane out of Oklahoma doesn't have us on his list, so we're going to drop him. Edwin Perez, same thing. Josh Forbes, gone. Bootsy Cornell. I like the name Bootsy. Nah. Denilson Hilario from Brazil, 6'10". He's just a guy, kind of average Joe, average Zhao. Oh, look at Odie Lang. He's only got 5 people on his list, and we're one of them. 6'3" shooting guard, ace scoring, good outside shot, decent ball handling. Yeah, we'll keep him on. Michael Spink. I like his numbers. How come he wasn't at any camp? He's 57 in the country out of Texas. Why were you not at a camp? Let's watch film and we'll keep him. Nick Daniel. Same thing. Wasn't at a camp, but he doesn't have us on his list. Tavoris Dickens has one offer. He's from California. Gonna say no. Maurice McMahon. He's got us on his list. He's a point guard. Good outside shot, not a good inside shot. Kind of average everywhere else. Okay. Raheem Dahl. 7'3", big rebounder. Yeah, he's a guy I like. Sean Hardy. I'm going to say no to you. Terry Johnson. Doesn't have a lot of people on his list at all. It's 51. I'll keep him. Diego Batistuta. Argentina. I think they're taking the soccer players' last names. Because Batistuta is not the most common name. But, I mean, they have Gabriel Batistuta, the striker from back in the day in Argentina. I think they're just going through the list of soccer players and giving them names to all the different countries. We'll keep them around. I like the name. Keith Lake. No. C+ defense, no. We're getting into the C+ defense, guys. And I don't want it. I'm not even going to look at them. Actually, I'm going to do it the fast way and get rid of them this way. I know I just got rid of Batistuta, but I didn't notice his defense before. So we got 14 guys left on our list, and we have 5 scholarships to give out. Well, we're going to add some people on the list now because I'm going back to the camps. Scott Howard, he's got us on his list, and he's a good player. Mark Cornell from Virginia. I'll tell you what I'm doing. If you're top 50, or you don't have at least a B in defense, chances are you're not going to make the list. This guy could be a diamond in the rough. He's 440th ranked. He was top 5 at East Coast Jam. Only one school even knows about him. That's Rhode Island. And I can outmuscle Rhode Island for a player anytime I want. No, this guy's too highly rated. Too many schools are looking at him. Leaking. Is that the guy I just looked at? He's leaking. Get it? Javon London. That's a no. Darren Battier. Looks like Shane Battier. And Danny Means. What do you mean? Danny Means what? Next, we're going to go to Chicago. This is our home jam right here. Tom Reynolds. Why don't you have... Oh, you're a C. Get out of here. CJ Lowe. See you later. Al Hall. Here's a guy. He's from Illinois. Why don't I know about you? You're a shooting guard. Oh, because you're 6'1". I skipped ya. Kind of limiting myself by doing that, but you got to have your principles and you got to stick to them. Here's a 6. Oh, I got this guy already. Paul Bullock. He is the guy. If I can get him, I'll be over the moon. Over the moon. These guys are short. These guys are small forwards. What other camps? Las Vegas. Henry Cullen. Ooh, he's a nice tall drink of water there. I got him on my list already. Clay Lofton. He's small for a center, 6'8". And Jeff Kadri. Might be too good, if that's a thing. And the national camps, we've already covered that. Let me see him again. He's from Texas, but why is he cool on Iowa? I'm going to add him. If Iowa's on his list, we can get on his list. There's Maryland, too. I would love to steal a player from Maryland. Do we have any tasks to perform? No, they're all done. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. Part 1 of recruiting and getting knocked out of the tournament. A lot happened here. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm going to be in the same shirt in the next video because I'm just going to reset it, jump back in the chair, and get right to the season.